so much of what goes into making a game is things like community management and working on social media, which is a hellscape, and I don't want to be there.
Most indie devs think about publishers as marketing support, but Max Mraz had a different problem. He was building Tombwater with his co-founder after work, which meant normal publisher deadlines didn't fit. He had to work and find a publisher to help fit his model, and here's the story.
I don't want to ever log into Twitter again, and working with the publisher makes it so I don't have to.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, at the beginning, they would say, "Hey, we've got a post here. Can you like share it with your followers?" And I'm like, I lost my login, and I don't want to go through the reset password flow. It's not worth it to me to be on any of the social medias. The things like that, things like working with localization and QA and stuff like, there's things that I don't want to do, things that I don't really have experience or have particular interest in gaining expertise in, that are just super valid. It's like that is worth it to just, if you the kinds of services that publishers have more experience in can provide expertise in, are ones that I'm not particularly interested in having. So to me, that makes it worth it.
There's a lot of self-reflection there to understand where your skills kind of, not just skills, but where you want to draw the line, right? As a solo founder, people think they have to take on everything, right? And that comes from marketing and sales and game design, all that stuff. And being able to understand, hey, I hate this and I don't want to do this, and I'd rather have someone else do that. And I think a lot of people are stubborn in the beginning and will just try to do it. And I think, everyone thinks, what, with ChatGPT these days, I can throw in some community management stuff and start doing it, but then you still have to do it. And that's the part that people realize that they don't want to do, is like, I don't want to post like that. That's my problem. And when you started this, and again, you already had a couple of games under your belt, did you think you could do this on your own?
Well, I think there is a world where if we're making just when it was going to be a small project, yeah, we wouldn't have worked with a publisher for that. That was more about learning, less about the product in the end. Once but yeah, once we hit like, oh, this is a real game, this has legs, this is going to be a lot of people are going to like this. Then at that point I said, okay, well, if it's going out as like that kind of a game, then we're going to work with a publisher at that point. I was initially didn't want to find a publisher, even talk to anyone until we were basically done with the game. Was the initial plan that I had, because working after hours, in our spare time on nights and weekends, the one thing that really doesn't work well for that is deadlines, right? There's like this big, right? It's like, I can't say like, hey, I can't come into my 9-to-5 job that pays my health insurance today because I need to work on a video game because I have a deadline. Like, no. So that's like a weird challenge. So I was initially not going to even talk to publishers until we had the game done and ready, and be like, all right, here's what the game is. Anybody want to sell it for us? Take it, so there's like a lot less pressure there. Obvious downside there too is that takes a very long time. It's slow. You can't have the kind of iteration. So we weren't even looking for that until we bumped into Midwest Games at we were showing Tombwater at a local game convention, video game convention here in Columbus. Just for fun, basically. I'd been to it for a few years and been giving talks at it, and I was like, well, I'll just show off our game here. That could be fun. And then Ben, the CEO at Midwest, which I don't even think he had announced that he was forming Midwest Games at the time, was like, hey, we want to publish your game. And I was like, oh, thanks, that's nice. I'll talk to you in a couple years, maybe. And he kept calling back and being like, no, like, come on, sign with us. And I was like, no, I don't think so. And he, because of that, I was just like, we can't do deadlines the way we're building this. And they're very cool people. And their offer was basically, well, what if we don't give you any deadlines? You work with us and we can be sharing, working together and giving you our resources. And when the game is ready, then we'll sort of start going in on like when you're ready, you're confident that you're going to hit this deadline, that. Then we can go in and start doing the things like QA and localization and such.